Well, the Deputy Governor of the South African Reserve Bank, Kuben Naidoo, has tendered his resignation. The date of his departure is still not clear. He's reportedly in talks with the Presidency and the Reserve Bank. Naidoo is one of 5 members of the Monetary Policy Committee that decides on interest rates. He was first appointed a Deputy Governor in 2015. I'm joined now by Denker Capital Director, Kokkie Kooyman. Kokkie, good evening to you, and thank you very much indeed for your time. What role has Kuben Naidoo played on the Monetary Policy Committee? He's seen in these terms as a dove.
Yes, and maybe just for listeners, Dove is obviously someone who is pro-growth. In other words, rather is happier to see an economy grow than hiking interest rates to retard growth. And the hawks, the opposites, are those who are wanting to rather have financial stability and would, if in doubt, rather hike interest rates to prevent the currency from being unstable and fighting inflation. So so far, he's always been quite proactive in also believing that we've got to be proactive in hiking interest rates. But his stance is pro-growth. He from his background as well. And so on the Monetary Policy Committee, him not being there obviously reduces it to 4. And that's going to be interesting how that plays out, and also who's going to replace him. But at the moment, were he not to be at the next meeting, which I think is 23rd of November, then the governor has the deciding vote. And the governor is definitely hawkish, wanting to make sure that the rand remains stable and only hike lower interest rates when it's really visible that inflation is really defeated.
So, I mean, this could actually start to have quite a big impact quite quickly. Was it expected that Kuben Naidoo was going to resign? Was it sort of, what's the phrase they use, Kokkie? Was it well telegraphed?
I don't think so. Certainly it came as a surprise to us, although there is talk that he already spoke to the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, in July, in early July, 4th of July, I think. So. And so it was in the inner circles, must be known, but it shows you that the Reserve Bank is well known for, being, and as it should be, and not leaking information to the outside. And so, it came out as a surprise.
Any idea on where he's going? I mean, it's a difficult job being a Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank, an important job too. He's still a young man, I think. Any idea of where he's going?
Yeah, there are rumors, and by the way, you're right. He's 52, so that is very young. And his track record at the Reserve Bank, and even before that, at Bank of England, where he stayed 2 years in London, and at Treasury itself, and at the Reserve Bank. If you just look at the roles he fulfilled in terms of also heading up the Financial Prudential Authority and the role he played during COVID, and also just in 2018, merging the 2 financial regulators, the banking and the insurance one, into one unit. So he's certainly not been sitting still while he was there. And besides also preventing the sale of Habib Bank, also going after or closing down Bank of Baroda, where that were links to the Gupta brothers. And at the same time also giving licenses to Time Bank and to Bank Zero and to Discovery Bank to foster competition in the sector. So where to now? The rumors are that he's been asked by Nedbank as whether he would be interested to replace Mike Brown when he steps down. Mike Brown is retiring, and I think the reason for the rumors most probably because it's a known fact that Mike Brown is retiring and that Nedbank is looking at a replacement. And then if you look at who the chairman is of Nedbank, Daniel Manella, as you know, who also was a deputy governor at the Reserve Bank and spent a while at ABSA, not a happy period, but he is now chairman of Nedbank, and he will well have whispered into the ears of the board at Nedbank to potentially look at Kuben Naidoo. So the most logical conclusion would be Nedbank, but we don't know.
Kokkie Kooyman, thank you. Director at Denker Capital. Really appreciate the time.